right, we are back. Welcome back to the Urban Academia podcast. I'm your host Jay Zilla. I have with me back for another week, Miss the Aunt of Dragons. How are you?
I'm alive and living. How are you?
I'm very well and the very same. So tell people a little bit about yourself. Remind them who you are, where they can find you, and then we'll start with your joke. All right, that's right.
So,
Take your time. I put a lot of pressure on her. Like, first of all, let me apologize. I put a lot of pressure on her about this joke and going first.
I
Okay.
I don't have a lot of patience. That's why I'm not a doctor. That
But
that
on
was good,
folks,
right?
that was
Was
good.
that
That was good. That was like it belongs in the Catskills, back in 1927 or something like that. So my joke is stolen. Here you go, nothing. Okay. Um, and stop me if you heard this because I feel like I've said this on this show or another show. I don't know. Anyway, God is talking to one of his greatest servants, and he was like, "Man, you've done such a great job. I want to give you a little gift, man. What can I do for you to just show you my appreciation?" The man says, "Well, I've always wanted to go to Hawaii, but I'm afraid to fly or ride or take a boat." Right? The guy was like, "Okay, so what do you want to do?" He's like, "Well, could you build me like a super highway from the mainland all the way to Hawaii so I can just drive over there anytime I want?" He was like, "Oh man, think of the storms, the logistics. Like, I could do it, but it's too difficult, way too difficult, way too complicated. Name something else." And so the man says, "Well, I've been divorced 4 times, and each time, right, each time, um, my ex-wife now says that I don't understand women, all 4 of them. So can you help me understand women?" And God pauses for a moment, and he says, "Do you want 3 lanes or 4 lanes on that bridge?"
Oh
But up bump, right?
no! That was a good one.
Thank you. Like I said, I stole it. All right,
That was
so we start off with chuckles, right? Because man, oh man, I titled this episode "The Problem with Black People." Now, full disclosure, I don't think there's a real problem with black people. I think there's a problem with people. See what I did there? Huh?
no. Keep going.
No, that was it. I think there's a problem with people. Like, I don't like the idea of the generalization of black people are, or white people are, rich people are, poor people are. Like, there are some people who are nice. There are some people who are ruthlessly mean. There are some people who are giving. There are some people who are simply takers. There are some people who are giving, but because of their circumstances, they found themselves in the taking position. And, they try to find ways back to redemptive qualities and all that stuff. So I'm gonna zoom in on you and give you the space to kind of, I guess, we'll do this like the Yale students over in London, right? I think that's where it is. Wait, Yale? No, Cambridge. Wait a minute, one of them,
Harvard.
right? Harvard's Boston.
Yeah.
Man, I'm gonna have to look that up. But I'm gonna give you the space to just kind of state your position and talk to me a little bit about the problems that we're facing and what leads a person who may think that there's a problem with black people.
I think that it's. Oh God, I hate that you zoomed in on me. I think that it's an issue that it's kind of fun to be a victim. It's fun because like you get I get I get your all your adoration. Like I don't know why the first thing that comes to me is Ed Sheeran. Um I don't know if you know who he is, but like he was making music um in a train station when he was homeless, but he never bragged about being homeless.
Mm.
He never bragged about that. He just made good music. He just said afterwards that he was homeless. And there's like, for some reason, like people bragging about, like saying, oh, hey, look, I'm a colored person and I'm a woman and I'm gay. And it's so odd. It's so off-putting. And I don't think we should be doing that anymore.
Okay. So do you said anymore? Do you think there was a time and place where that it felt necessary?
It was never necessary. It
Never
was
necessary.
never necessary.
Right.
It was pushed upon people. And it started with Obama, where people were like, oh, if Obama can do it, then I can do it. And it's like, no, no, no. Obama was qualified. We'll talk about that like for decades to come.
Uh-huh.
But like he was qualified, and then the standards have become lowered. I was saying the other day, and I'm probably going to get fired the upcoming weeks, that my coworkers, I can't read anything what they're saying.
Hmm.
You're not speaking proper English. It has nothing to do with Spanish or like Creole or Mandarin. You're not speaking regular English.
Hmm.
And it's like, I don't know what Riz means or per means.
Right.
Does that mean yes or no? Can you just say yes or no?
Without
Like,
saying,
what is like, yeah, cook. Okay, cool. I don't listen to Drake. I don't listen to Drake. What does cook mean? Can you use professional language?
yeah. So without, I guess, telling too much about your job and too much about yourself, because we have to be careful on the internet, right? What is the industry your job is in?
Health insurance.
Health insurance. Okay, and these are coworkers
Yeah.
and or customers using this type of language.
No. Coworkers.
Coworkers. Okay.
Yeah.
Are they of a certain age?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Always under 25.
Always under 25.
Yeah. The people above me are under 25, and I'm like, oh, so I went to college for nothing. Okay, cool.
Goodness. What's your degree in, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, we did this last time.
I know for the people who are tuning in, I'm sorry. I know. Like, it's okay.
Peter, I know it was a waste.
Why do you hate that? Like, that is not a bad thing, right? You're an aspiring superstar actress, right? Like, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. So I'm trying to get a sense of where you're coming from. And listen, I was told to never ask a lady her age. But I'm gonna break that rule. How old are you actually? The range. We'll say range. We'll say
my birthday month. It's my birthday month, so I'm turning 35, which means I'm useless now. So.
Hey, I'm 38. Careful now.
But you have a wife and kids.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm trying to think. Is there any terminology that you use in your early to mid 20s that you've since put away because now you've realized, oh, that's not very professional?
I would say cursing in general.
Cursing in general. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. What made you make that change?
Because I see the people who I'm talking to as my mother. I don't cursing in front of my mom.
Oh, okay. It's like that tactic of how do you garner empathy for people? It's like you have people imagine everyone is a little bitty baby, right?
Yeah,
Everyone's a little bitty baby.
yeah.
So maybe that's a good strong tactic for that. But I guess what I'm getting at is I think the kids are just like they have a little flavor, cute exuberance, right? They do have their priorities out of line, right? Um, but I mean, I don't think that's necessarily a terrible thing.
But have you noticed that they can't make eye contact with you?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, for a large portion of that.
That's so odd.
Sorry, you got a phone ringing or anything?
It's yeah.
Oh, gotcha, no problem. So no, it's one of those things that I do feel like, man, I've been that guy who's just like, oh, these doggone kids, right? And I have to catch myself and like, oh, right, it takes time for these things to develop. The eye contact and all that, that is a real problem.
But
Because
the
we do
problem was the fact that we locked away kids for 2 years and said you can't talk to your friends, you can't
yeah,
talk to your family members, you don't have any siblings. All you need to do is just sit in the room and play video games or sit in your tablet. That was the
mm,
problem. And like now we're reaping the sows of it.
yeah.
And then now we're like making excuses for it.
But I will say that's a very interesting place to begin. That, like I said, my daughters are now 19 and 15, so they were coming into being teenagers well before that. Middle school years. You remember those years?
What
Awful.
did you do to help them during that?
Well, we're pretty close knit. We still went outside. We still made sure we got our sunlight, our exercise. We still made sure to utilize this technology stuff to connect with people. Once we realized who was, pretty much in the clear, we still hung out with people. Like I get what the government. Okay, I want to be very careful here because I have no idea what the government was doing. To be honest with you, I do not know. I do know that fear can cause people to do a lot, and we do hold our government to higher standards. But at the end of the day, it's still just a bunch of people, and they
Yeah.
freaked out. They freaked out. We saw what was happening in Italy and China and all these places, and then we were like, surely not us. And then first few cases here, and then all of a sudden it exploded, and it was like, I'm not sure what to do. Well, wash your hands, cough, put the mask on. Actually, the mask don't work. Keep it on. But wait. No, go ahead. Put it back on. Put it back on. Keep it on. Like it just seemed like they were people. So we did what we thought was best for our family at any given time, and it worked out. In some cases, in my family, going against those regulations and things, it cost them their life. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of like on the fence of like, I wish they would have done better, but I can understand that they're just people too, and they're just trying to figure it out. I'm not on the side of some people hold the opinion that it was this large conspiracy. I had a friend that told me if you take the vaccine, that's how they kill you and they chip you and then they swap you out with a clone. I'm like, that's a lot. And so I
That
told
was
him,
a lot. I've
said,
heard that before.
I said, hey, I took the vaccine. Do you still think I'm me? He was like, man, I don't know, bro. And I was like,
That was a
okay,
lot. I remember hearing that. Yeah, I remember
yeah.
hearing that.
But I do think like the biggest problem with the government that is made up of a bunch of people, they do understand panic. They do understand that, to some extent, people need to feel like they got this and in control. And it does cause a lot of problems as far as trust. Because if you start to hide things or bolster up one thing and tuck away another, then it looks very bad. And then like now you start to question, like we see now, how do I listen to you about anything ever again? You know what I mean?
What do you think about people like in America harming themselves to get attention?
Whew, that's a tough one because we take mental health very seriously in our house. So some of the things that come across us, our paths, we take it very seriously, and we tell them how to get help. We point them into I try not to give my friends too much advice. You know, me being a Christian, I always go to scripture. And I do believe that all of these different sciences and medical attention and these degrees can be utilized to, help to mend God's people. So if you went to school to become a
So what do you
psychiatrist,
think about the guy who just hurt himself, burned himself alive?
unfortunate, I would love to know if he was mentally well or if because in my mind, he either was severely mentally troubled, right? Maybe undiagnosed mental health issue, or he felt so strongly about it, he was willing to kill himself in that horrific way. It was very disturbing to watch. It really makes my heart ache. But I can't sit here and say that this person did it for attention if they carried it out to the point of death. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. What are your thoughts on that?
As someone who has scars,
Mhm.
I realized too, like in life, that like I wanted people to see them, and he didn't need to do that.
I agree.
You can protest, you can wave a flag, you can sign a petition, you can stand in the middle of the road if you want to, but like burning yourself alive, I have, like I said in the last podcast, I have friends in the Middle East, and they're like, yeah, we don't support that.
Right.
We don't support the whole like burning yourself alive thing. That's like become a Western thing.
That's what? That's become a Western thing? Hold up. No. What?
Do you want to
The
join me?
last person you ever heard do that was from Tibet. What are you talking about? What do you mean that's become a Western thing?
Do you want to join me, baby?
No, I'm asking.
Hang on. So we're gonna try to get the gentleman on to possibly stay his position. What I'm gonna ask for you, Ashley, is if he can go into a separate room and you share the link with him so your audios don't crisscross each other. Because I want to be able to hear everyone's opinion on this show. All right, so you're in the back green room. Give me a nod if y'all can do that. No. Okay. So we want to be able to get these appointments. So right now I'm talking to you, and so I want to hear your opinion. But that sort of response is brilliant. So you touched a nerve there, right? And I'm sure people in our audience feel the same way. This is why I love having people whose opinions I defer from, because you can't just keep talking to people you agree with. These echo chambers. I mean, would you agree with that? If I only talk to people who tell me Donald Trump is the devil, then how am I ever going to actually learn about some of the positive things he did, despite how you feel about him? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know how you voted or anything or your affiliation. We have to start talking to each other, and we have to do so in a very heartfelt, real way. And to be able to do that, we have to be able to hear each other's opinion. But please continue.
I just think that, experience that I've never experienced a racist white person ever in my life. Ever in my life. Cross my heart, hope to cry.
Do you think that anybody else has? Does anybody else has?
What?
If you want to come on camera, you can.
Come on, I'm asking you a question. Is anybody else?
Hang on. Ashley, could you ask him to possibly go to a different room and then tune in from YouTube, and then he can get in the comments we're gonna get to those questions, but we want to hear a fully fleshed out opinion first. All right, so give me a thumbs up in the back if we can get that together. But I like what she's saying, and I hear what he's saying too. Do you think that anyone else does? And I really do believe it's like a. All right, thanks, Ash. I really do believe that it's this thing of I believe in my experiences, right? I believe in the experiences of people I trust. And that could be books we talked about last time, the Bible. I believe that humans have had their fingerprint over that thing for a long time. But I do believe that those words are inspired by God. I do believe in a being who can make sure he gives everybody a chance of salvation despite all these different kingdoms and presidencies and all that stuff, right?
Can I say something for like a little second?
Sure.
What was the last good Black book that you've read recently? Like the past 4 years?
Sorry, repeat that.
The last good Black book you read in the last 4 years.
The last good Black book? What do you consider a Black book? Just a book written by a Black author?
Yeah.
Right now, I would say Kindred, right? It's a sci-fi book written by Octavia Butler. It's really good. They have a series out on Hulu, and I'm finishing up the book so I can go watch the series and see how close it is. Fingers crossed. I hope they don't pull a Game of Thrones and kind of
they ruined Game of Thrones.
Wrap up the ending, right? Yeah. But yeah, that's the last one. Neil deGrasse Tyson has one out that's pretty good. I have a buddy of mine who was incarcerated, turned his life over to God, and now he helps the youth incarcerated thinking out there. Miss Precious has a book, Miss Jamie has a book. Yeah, so it's a few out there. I kind of float all over the place. I seek these things out to be able to get different opinions from different types of people.
I think that the last great Black film it's okay. I don't mind getting hate online. I'm used to it. I've been getting it the past
I'm gonna get to the bottom of this of why you seem to pursue the hate online.
I don't do anything on purpose. My boyfriend's
we got
right now.
We got
I don't pursue it on purpose.
Wait, there's Game of Thrones.
I just want to give love, light and love. Only want to just give light and love.
But you can't get to that unless you get its opposition, right? Like it's the ideal of shadow work, right? So the Bible tells us to.
It's not. It's just good quality work. The last great thing that I saw, and I'm an old woman, was Black Panther.
You're 34.
You're not an old woman.
You're 34.
Hey, go. Listen, can we get him to sit next to you? What's his name?
My name's Devon, dude. What's up?
Devon, can I get you to the other room and then you get on the YouTube and then get in the comments?
What's up? What do you want me to do?
I want you to get on and get in the conversation, or go elsewhere and get in the conversation through the comments. Just one or the other, so we can have a nice cohesive audio track.
I can. Yeah. What's up? What do you want? Do you have a specific question?
Can you go play video games with me?
Did he not ask me?
Right. No. It's fine. It's fine. I'm saying the audio. Will you tell him? I don't know if he can hear me well enough or not.
I can hear you. My bad. I didn't mean to fuck y'all shit up.
The language too. So we're trying to get this out to as many people as possible. But no, that's fine. I'm saying sorry. I want as many people. I appreciate that. I want as many people in the conversation as possible. But when you are talking from, I'm assuming the couch or chair on the room, it just messes up the audio track. So either sit next to her and get involved in the conversation, or just do it through text through the.
All right, my bad, dude. My
YouTube.
bad. I didn't
All
mean
right.
I didn't mean to fuck y'all shit up. I'm leaving. My bad.
Wait, don't curse,
Yeah, it's
Devon.
okay. It's all right. We can put some bleeps in there with the
My
replay.
bad. Sorry. Sorry. I'm leaving. I'm leaving. I'm sorry, dude.
No, you're okay. So while we get rearranged here, like I love the idea of what they call shadow work, right? Which is looking at the parts of yourself that you don't like, that you feel need to improve, as well as the parts of yourself that are doing, awesome, right? Hey, I helped this lady across the street. That was nice of you. Hey, that guy cut me off. I kind of want to cuss him out. The shadow work says to like look at that and figure out why. Like, so for me, I've done some things of like trying to figure out, like, if I'm getting cut off in traffic, I have to quickly look at 3 things that are positive around me. Like, oh, look at my wife sitting here looking beautiful. We're headed to work. We're listening to, sermons or going through scripture or just bopping to some music with our kids. Oh, look at over there. I just saw 100 cars, work with each other to crisscross to get where they need to go without being cut off, right? So I try to overthink the negative stuff and replace it with positive things. I'm coming back to you, Ashley. Because look, there's Marvel, there's Game of Thrones. There's a lot of things that we like that are positive, but I think it's hard to get to that stuff if you have some real issues about the, I guess, the way some people are or some people behave. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm trying to fix the lighting. Sorry, one
That's okay.
second.
No. Let's go ahead. I'll filibust for you over here. I do believe I've got all the skill sets to be a politician itself. I've got too many morals, not enough time and money, recognition, education, experience. But besides that, I think I would make a fantastic politician. Like this being one of the one of the things, right? Filibuster. But no, so we once had a Proud Boy on who was lighting us up in the comments. My partner and I brought him on, and we came to some sort of conclusion, right? Some peaceful resolution about how they believe things need to go moving forward. And we thanked him for coming on. He thanked us for having him on, and we were able to like, wow, it's not what I thought when I think of a Proud Boy. It's not what the media says about them, right? And the same thing is like, wow, those are 2 black guys who weren't like, what I thought they would be, what the media told me that black people are, right? So I think we need to have more conversations with people who don't agree with us, who don't come from the same background, and really get in there and listen. And then maybe we can start to expand upon what our thought processes are and where our thoughts come from. And we can do a little privilege check. Because I know I have a lot of privilege as a man. I have a lot of privilege. I'm 6'4", 350 plus pounds. I'm a big guy. I'm black. I've got dreads, right? And if you catch me at the wrong moment, like usually I have a giant smile on my face, but if you catch me in deep thought or, upset about something, I can look very menacing. I had a boss once who literally told me, you are very intimidating until you opened your mouth with that smile and started speaking. And I thought, why was I intimidated? And I refused to just go, oh man, this white lady's racist, because I hate that with a passion. So my thing is, interesting. Why did you find me intimidating? Right? And then I made that decision to just believe whatever she said. We have to start giving each other more grace. Because she did say, man, you're a big guy. And, you seem really big and tough. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then I moved on. I didn't make it a thing. I think we need more grace towards each other. And we need to not continue to be so soft towards each other either. Shame is bad. Bullying is bad. It does have its utility in the right areas. And so I'm going to welcome Ashley back if she gives me a good thumbs up in the background. Lighting good. Audio is good. 2 thumbs up. All right. Miss the Aunt of Dragons. Okay. So I did the filibuster thing. So tell me a little bit more about your position. I'm trying to figure out exactly what you're saying.
I feel that when you
Appreciate
men
that.
say stuff as if, oh, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm 300 pounds and I'm 7'1" and I'm a descendant of Goliath. I still don't trust you.
And that's fair. We've earned that as men in total. Yeah.
So it's like, did you see the video the other day of the firemen saving the semi truck driver, saving them?
No, ma'am, I didn't.
That's your role. You are a massive giant. You are Goliath. Sorry. Sorry you have to be
Okay.
Goliath. You were born to be the Goliath in life.
Hmm.
So that role in life
Hmm.
is meant for you. And I think, I don't know, I think that's phenomenal.
Yeah.
I think that's great.
I do subscribe to I call him my mentor from afar, right? Dr. Jordan B. Peterson. And he does say the ideal of anybody who's trying to be a real man is to build yourself into a monster and then control it. Learn how to control yourself. And I
Yeah.
think that's what it is. So we can protect, people from other monsters, and we can help to serve them in ways that, a weak, feeble man couldn't, right? But I think that's the ideal of being meek. Would you agree with that?
I was reading something the other day that they think everything in the Bible is false.
Mm.
What do you think?
I believe those words are wholly inspired by God, and I believe them to be true.
But who is God?
My ideal of God is the transcendence of knowledge, right?
But who
It's that
created
great knowledge.
knowledge?
I don't know. I'm assuming God. That's my belief. That's my faith. I don't have any facts to back that up. I just have my faith, right? And I don't know if God is just some kid doing a science experiment, or he is truly like the beginning of everything. Yeah,
But who wrote it down?
men. Well, by and large, men.
So why are women trying to take over everything?
That's a big statement. You believe all women everywhere are taking over all
Yes.
things? Huh?
Yes.
Are you a woman?
Yeah.
Are you trying to
Unfortunately.
take over all
Fortunately.
things?
No, fortunately. I do love being a woman. I don't want to be a man. Please God, do not make me a man in my next life.
Right. So here's my question. Right. Prisoner's perspective is on it, man. Here's my question. You're a woman. Are you trying to take over everything and anything you can?
No.
So by that sentiment, there's at least one woman on the planet. So maybe
There's
we
at
can.
least a million women on the planet who are trying to take over everything.
It's 8.5 billion people on the planet, half of which are women. So we'll just be super conservative and say, I don't know, 4 billion people. 10% of that is 400 million, and you're saying there's 1 million.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm saying if there's 1 million women trying to take over, I think we're doing pretty good for ourselves. I think that's okay. I think men have never shied away from the challenge.
Boss did you have that you liked?
Say again?
Name me a female boss that you liked.
A female boss that I've had plenty. My most recent one is shout out to Miss Risa and Miss Jessica Lawson.
You liked.
Yeah, I still keep in contact with and talk with them even though I've left that position. They do some really good work there.
Do you feel like she helped elevate your status, or you were just like being nice to her?
No, I think they most definitely helped to elevate my status. These two ladies are the only two in our state who are qualified to do what they do. Men could go after that. Other women could go after that. They seem to, so far that I know of, they're the only two. They work with dementia patients, most notably Alzheimer's. That's a commendable thing, right? they taught me so much. I can't even put into, a daggum symposium. We have to do a series of master classes of what they taught me and how to deal with that type of affliction, if you will. Yeah. So I think they're always going to be. All I'm saying is, with you and your language, saying that all women, when you yourself are not a woman who's trying to take over, you should be careful with that, because you just prove yourself to be inaccurate. That's all I'm saying. But there are some women who are trying to take over. There's some women who are mean, who look to demean men, and they believe all. I mean, most of them live in Miami, right? And most of them are between the ages of, 17 and 23, right? If we are to believe what's mostly on social media by its demographics. But that's not all women. Go ahead.
But they're not talking about business. They're talking about being whores.
Who is they?
Women.
There you go again. You're saying women. My wife works in the financial district. Like, she's not talking about being poor. She's helping millionaires become richer and poor people become unpoor. You know what I mean? So
how do you
again,
become unpoor?
Well, discipline, hard work, listening to the experience of others until you achieve that experience. You get with someone else who has money. Like, there's a bunch of different ways to become unpoor. Go ahead.
I don't like the whole work hard thing. I'm showing up every day just like you. I'm just not lying just like you. I'm not manipulating people just like you.
Mm-hmm.
I had to sleep in the woods as opposed to you. You've never had to sleeping outside just like me.
Are you talking about some women, or are you talking about me particularly?
Men and women.
Yeah.
The whole motivation movement was awful. That was terrible. The whole how bad do you want it thing, that ruined everything.
I think, Miss the Art of Dragons, that you have when you're doing public speaking, I think you should look into some of those.
I don't do any public speaking.
I can tell. So what I'm saying is, you have to be careful with hyperbolic language. All women, no men, because when you're talking to people and you want to tell them people, I'm assuming to help them understand the truth so they can improve. All they need is one example to make you wrong. So you got to be very careful with that. Some women, people in my experience, things like that will help to make your language more accurate, okay, and more palatable for the people you're trying to help. Let me switch gears for a minute. The series Game of Thrones, right? We talked earlier privately. Do you care if we talked about what we talked about?
Of course.
Yeah. So we talked privately before, talking about how we really enjoyed the villains, right? I pitched Miss the Aunt of Dragons an idea for a spinoff where, in the alternate universe, Khal Drogo and Daenerys, right? They make it, right? They make it across to Westeros, right? They become victorious, and then it's just like a bunch of adventures leading up to that. And her biggest thing was, man, I don't want you to make me feel sorry for her. Like, she was a villain in the end, and I want her to stand on that, which is why Cersei is one of your favorite characters, right? Yeah, so some people are gonna really fight for those villains. Some people are all about Jon Snow, right? Some people are all about poor Ned Stark, or even Tyrion Lannister. All these different characters showcase different aspects of our real life psyches, right? Art reflects life, okay? So as you kind of look at the women who are behaving badly and you cheer them on in Game of Thrones, but in real life you're like, none of y'all should do any of that. Yes, ma'am.
What was the first piece of art you cried at?
What was the first what?
Piece of art you cried at?
Ooh. Oh, I have to think about that.
You
because it
don't
was
need
something
to.
silly.
You know it. You know it.
It was okay. I do. I'm picturing it, and I'm kind of like almost embarrassed because it's like it's
Say
something
it.
so
Say
silly.
it. Say
It was.
it.
I was just at a doctor's office, and I was staring at this like cheap painting on the wall, and like I was just kind of following the lines, and then I made up a little story, and then I noticed that, oh man, am I really crying? Like what is happening? And I
Oh no.
remember my mother looked at me, he was like, "What? Are
Oh
you
no.
okay?" So a cheap painting in my like doctor's office, like, oh, it wasn't even like to the standards of Bob Ross. Like it wasn't even that good.
Oh
But
no.
that was the first time. Besides
What
that,
was it?
but as I get older, music moves me, and movies move me.
What
Yeah.
was it?
What was what? The picture?
The picture or the song? Because I want to look it up.
Oh man, the song. Okay. What was her name? I feel like it was the Hidden Society something or rather. Oh man. But it was short. It's called Short and Sweet by Esperanza Spalding. Don't ask me how to spell any of that stuff. But yeah, look at that team free throws. Where'd you go, Mr. Yonts of Dragons? So yeah, for me, what moved me was a song called "Short and Sweet" by Esperanza Spalding. It really, I don't know, it just feels so pretty. I think I once told somebody, for me, that's what I imagine love sounds like. I know it's mushy, but look, I don't care about now one of y'all out there. I am married with 4 kids. I'm happy. I made it. I made it. I need not one single person to affirm me in that way at all. But yeah, what I'm trying to show to Miss the Aunt of Dragons and anyone else out there, and to myself, right? On the show we say often, common sense ain't common, and we are hoping for the audience and the guests on the show to come on and help us acquire some. And so for me, in the position of host, I ask a lot of questions. I do a lot of talking. I'm working on it. Okay, I can feel my wife's eyes around here somewhere. But I do think we could all benefit from just playing a little game, right? I believe one thing, someone else believes another. Now here's the game. It's the coin flip game. Now, what if I am 100% wrong? And then just go down that thought process, right? And I think, right, Miss Divari saying at least one person. Absolutely. Right? You're good at hosting for real. Oh, thank you. Look at that, man. I really appreciate it. It's a learning process, and I think my idea is to build a hive mind because I understand that my experiences are limited. This is a very big world. My experiences are limited. The people around me are limited. That means the experiences of the people around me are also limited. But if we can all speak together and share, gently what we think and why and where we get our information from, then I think we can get back to, an older, time period, which allows you to look at things in a broader, more fair sense. So I can look back on some aspects of history and say, I don't think that was right. What do you guys think? And someone over here says, oh, I agree with that, or I disagree. Or, you know what, I agree with that, but there's a couple of things I would have done differently. I think that kind of discourse, that kind of conversation can lead us to some possible solutions. And that's what I'm trying to do with this show. All right, Miss the Aunt of Dragons?
Sorry. My
No
phone
problem.
is stupid.
No, that's fine. Look, I can try to look it up, but I'm gonna have you filibuster
No,
me.
no, I
now.
did look it up. I did look it up.
Yeah.
Th-
Yeah.
And
So
I,
yeah.
I never saw that before. That was so cool.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, so, and this comes from
Wait,
my
I
experience.
have a question for you.
Yes, please.
Of all time,
Uh-huh.
gun to your head,
Mm-hmm.
favorite film, gun to your head.
Oh, man.
You have 2 seconds. My gun is to your head.
I am
I have
going
places
to
to
say
be.
Pulp Fiction. How long y'all got? And we got a while. We just warming up still, man. Yeah. So yeah, Pulp Fiction for me. I had never
Why?
seen. I've never seen that take on assassins and some of the craziest criminals on the planet. Of them just going to dinner and making a mistake with their drugs, or like on their way to a hit and talking about, oh, this is my vacation. It just blew my mind. I was a young person. I was not supposed to be watching that, but where there's a
Yeah,
will.
yeah.
So yeah, like, oh man, Pulp
Oh, I
Fiction.
have another question.
Yeah, no. You got to answer that first. You have to answer that. You see what she did? She tried it. Come on, Miss the Unto Dragons. I need to hear your answer.
My
Favorite
favorite film.
Mhm.
You already know the answer.
Go ahead for the people who may not.
Beauty and the Beast.
Okay, which is something we were talking about. Make yourself into a beast and then learn how to control it. That's what makes you an ultimate man, right? Take care of your princess and queen, right? That's pretty baller. Beauty and the Beast, and the Songs of Fire too.
Um, why do you think that female fighters are trying to challenge male fighters right now?
It's good publicity. Like, that's what you do. I don't
Oh
think
my god, you're not the first guy who said that.
Conor McGregor actually hates 60% of the fighters that he claims to hate. He's talked about this before. Mayweather talked about this before. I'm trying to be a good guy. Money Mayweather, Pretty Boy Floyd, and they hate me. So I leaned into it because it made me more money. And literally, what you want in any type of enterprise like that is to be polarizing. You don't want to be loved, right? Unless it's universal, which that hardly ever happens. You also don't want to be universally hated. But what you do want is to be loved by half of the population and hated by the other half. So they both tune in. One to see me lose, one to see me win. Like, I'm a Cowboys fan. This is something that people still don't understand, how they earn more than all these other
I'm still
things.
cheering for you guys, which you should be cheering for us. Go Bucks. Hey.
Okay.
Hey.
Hey,
You better cheer for us
go,
this year.
go Bucks. I love the Warren Dunn.
The Warren. The Warren.
Yeah. Jurassic Park. Oh, that's a fire one. That's a fire one voice. Yeah. But I don't know. Okay.
The
What's the next question? Sorry.
But honestly, like, do you really think that women are going to start fighting guys?
No, they're not going to allow that to happen.
So why are women doing this?
Attention. I do believe that the currency of the day is attention. Any way, every way you can. I think, I watched the soldier burn himself, and I think ultimately, like, he paid the ultimate price for the attention. You know what I mean? So, was it for a good cause? That's something that he took to the grave. Like, I hope it was really in his heart for a good cause. I hope he was that convicted or just that mentally ill, versus the alternative, which is, dog, I bet this goes viral, so watch what I do. I'm going to kill myself to go
So
viral.
the female kickers, are they holding back in the NFL?
The female who?
Kickers. Are they holding back in the NFL? But I don't know their names.
I wouldn't think so, no. No, I wouldn't think so.
Oh, so they're just good kickers, the female kickers.
I would think so if they're in the NFL. Yeah. When I coached, we had a couple of girls on the team. When I played way back when, in the 90s, we had a young lady. Shout out to Melissa Alvarado. Yeah, tell your brother Hector I said what's up. No, I do. I mean, they gave it their all, but God bless her, she got destroyed anytime someone, like, and I do admit that I know in middle school, I took it easy on her. I had another guy who's another podcaster out there who did not take it easy on her. But I'm trying to figure out what's the point of the line of questioning.
The point of the line of question is, why don't men open doors for women?
They want taught, they don't believe in it. It's all kinds of stuff. By your standards, what is the appropriate for women to do? That's a good question. What is the appropriate thing for women to do by your standards, Miss Ashley Collins? Sorry, the Yonta Dragons.
Being a gentleman?
No, the
Being
standards.
a lady? I was looking at a video the other day of a nightclub where it was like a cha-cha slide, and I was like, I would go back to the nightclub. I will give you my money. I want to go out. I want to go out dancing, but I don't want to be groped. I want to go dancing. I don't like. I will give you my money if you don't like.
Sorry, you're blowing up. You're popular.
Yeah, people are like yelling at me. But like, it's just like, can you give me like 2 minutes?
Yeah. So for the people, that's an interesting question. If my beautiful wife / producer, I'm pretending to be here, will you put that comment back up? There we go. By your standards, what is it, or what is appropriate for women to do? That's interesting. Shout out to the Humble Dad podcast out there on YouTube. He just crossed that ridiculous threshold of 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. Congrats to him. I've been a guest on his show by way of Miss Jamie Moorhead. She was the one who introduced us. He has a panel of men mostly who I believe they are seeking to do this very thing, which is to say what women should be doing in order to get a man, keep a man, and all those things, right? We look at scriptures, we look at our experiences, but they try to attempt to answer this very question. And again, I almost feel bad for having the cheat code, right? I'm a Christian that makes things easy for me and my wife, right? There are specific things in there that tells you how people should be acting. And I said at the beginning of this that, you know, I believe it's not a black thing or a white thing or a police thing or all these different labels we slap on each other. I think fundamentally it is a spiritual battle that we are waging. Okay. I do believe it's a people thing, right? There are people who are good or behave well for the most part, and there are people who enjoy their bad behavior. And I can say this, without a shadow of a doubt, that I was one of those people. I actively avoided people who I knew would give me good advice to help me in my career, my life. I actively avoided them because I knew what they were going to say, and I didn't want to hear it because I was too in my bag with all of these, this time of my life where I was enjoying my bad behavior. And now I'm on the other side of that, and I find this to be better. So yeah, that question is difficult, fruits of the spirit, like be kind, be patient, don't judge, right? Give people the opportunity to, make things up to you or apologize and move on. I think just that, as cliche as it may sound, that old golden rule of treat people how you want to be treated, right? Christ says the first two are the most important commandments, most important ones. Love him with all our might, and then love our neighbor as thyself. So in a nutshell, how do I believe women should, act? In a way that showcases their love, or even better than that, the love of God to men and women that they come into contact with. And I think if everybody on the planet is doing that, then everybody's taken care of. There's not one hungry person. There's not one person living outside. There's not one person who is as talented as Miss the Yonta Dragons who, if they, put the effort in, man, let's put her in a couple of movies and let's see. But we do have people out there who are actively playing defense for that reality. And that is inherently the problem that I see. So I'm going to bring on Miss Theonta of Dragons once again and ask her the same question. How is it important? She said, how is mean society? Within society. Oh, interesting. So outside of religion, within society, as I bring on, welcome back to the show, Miss Theonta of Dragons. Will you answer that question for Diva Ari? I think I'm saying that right. I'm sorry if I'm not. Diva Ari. Yeah. Within society, by your standards, Miss Theonta of Dragons, so she's allowing you to be the author of the standards for all women, right? So not morally, not biblically, but just for a cohesive, fruitful society. What is, in your opinion, the appropriate way for women to behave? And I'm going to mute and get the crap away from this question.
Okay. So if you could send me this clip, whenever you get a chance, because I've been getting sent this a lot about trad
Sure, I'll mark it.
trad women. Firstly, can we please stop doing that? You don't know what a woman is. Quit it. Secondly, I actually love coming home and cooking and cleaning for my boyfriend. If he wants to propose to me, he can. I hope he's watching this with my fake cigarette.
Oh, is that what that was?
Let me tell you, Sonny. Let me tell you, see.
Oh, yeah. Hey, go ahead and ask the question, Shane.
I think that I want to experience motherhood. If I had twins, oh my God, I'd be so overwhelmed. I'd be like, Mom, like die like in the next like 5 more years. Like I need help, but like within the next year, I want a child. I want to experience motherhood. And why wouldn't you? And I think that men who want to be women, they just want kids. Excuse the whole sexual thing behind it. You just want kids. And I think that children are beautiful. Yeah, they're jerks. They're annoying. They don't know how to read, so I need to teach you how to read. But at the end of the day, it's like children are not pets. They're not like dogs. They're not like cats. They're not bears. I saw a video the other day of like someone like trying to raise a bear, and I'm like, they're gonna turn on you. You don't realize that, but we have roles in the world, and I'm excited for my role on this planet. I was born to be kind and understanding, and yet strong unnecessarily. Sorry, and that's my answer.
No, that's fine. That's fine. So, man, I cannot. The bravery you have. Like, I try not to throw that word around too.
I'm not brave at all. I run away at snakes and at the geese. I run away at the geese. The geese around my pond are so rude. They're so rude.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So, as Albert Einstein would say, it's all relative. Right? See what I did there? Where you
Well,
find
you handle the geese then. No, okay, you handle the geese here then. Relative, you come here and handle the geese then.
no, I'm saying you're more
No,
brave.
no, you come here and handle the geese. You said
Listen,
it's relative. You handle the geese.
yeah, I'm saying relative as in um oh man, relative as in
No,
you're
no,
brave, you're
no.
brave. No, I'm saying you talking about trans community in a way that I can't even begin to because I would just come out looking very clumsy. I don't know much about it. I can't understand that you look at yourself and are so broken up about who you perceive yourself to be, and
Um,
then you
um,
start to theorize what would make you happier or more fulfilled. I don't know, so I stay away from that. So that's what I meant about the bravery thing. We're gonna take a
um,
couple of questions in the chat here. So, is it your estimation that women who don't want those things is less of a woman? What about women who can't
me or
have
you
children?
answer that.
I'm asking you.
Yes,
Okay. Whew. Everybody else?
because um, I know that this is scary for all of us.
Mm,
It's terrifying.
yeah.
A lot of us are gonna have cats and dogs as children. Sorry, make
No,
an OnlyFans and have 20 guys hooking up with you. Sorry, this is
Hmm.
what we unfortunately signed up for. Sorry.
No, no need to apologize. I'm trying to understand your position here. You're saying
We're useless. A 30-year-old
we
year old woman is useless. A 24-year-old woman is more useful than me. I'm turning 35 this month. This is my birthday month.
that okay. I want to pull you back from that. Useless is a heavy term. Like you just talked about cooking for your man, doing all these things for your man. Like I don't think he would consider you useless. Okay, maybe you would like to have a child, but you need certain things and life events to occur before you have your child, and I think that's admirable. That's okay. But I would, man, that just I
I
don't
don't
like
believe
hearing
in
you call
coddling.
yourself
I don't
useless.
believe in coddling adults.
But you
I don't
saying that
believe in
women have
coddling
no
adults.
utility unless they're having children?
I don't believe in like if you don't want to be with me, then
Mhm.
it's done.
No, I want you to answer this question for me though, Miss the Uncle Dragons.
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Do you truly feel that women have no utility in society if they are unable to have a child?
Yes,
And I believe that to be awful.
I know.
Like, do you have children?
No, sir.
Do you not help anybody?
I try to help people.
But do you believe yourself to be successful in this?
No.
So when you make your man a sandwich, he's like, "What? Why did you put card bread instead of bread? You're useless." Like I'm asking honestly, like, are you messing up the sandwich that much that you think you have no utility in this world without having a baby?
Yes, sir.
And the people, we got a comment which I definitely am on board with this one, this sentiment. So women who physically can't have children are useless.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, we all have a right to have our opinions. Like I just can't, I just can't. I don't even know what to say. Like I'm not often speechless.
I
Please,
can tell you
please
why.
go ahead.
Because you pushed, not you, but you pushed birth control. You gave us Plan B, and now you're giving us oh my god, abortion pills over the counter now. You're ruining our wombs for no reason. When you could just, can we just push finding the love of your life? Just find one.
So we have another question. So are men on the flip side who can have children also useless?
I don't
I'll put it
understand
back
the
on.
question.
Can men who can't have children also useless?
What?
I'm asking, or sorry, the question from it's like YouTube
You
comment here.
can't have a child. What kind of question is that?
No. I'm saying men who can't have children. So men who are sterile for whatever reason, like their sperm count is low, they got some freak accident that removed their reproductive organs, whatever. Right? Men who can't be a reason a baby is born. I don't know how else a better way of saying that. Man, everybody's on here. Yeah, so we're asking you. That's a question I'm assuming pointed at you before we bring on Royce the Voice.
Oh, Royce is going on? Okay, yeah. It's because, and we are the experiment.
We are this. We as in whom? Just humans in
All of
general?
us. Right now in 2024, we are the experiment. So let's be the experiment then. Some of us cannot have children.
Mm-hmm.
So let's tell all of us, let's stop. I don't want to take birth control anymore. I refuse. You can look down there to make sure there's no cancer. And if there is cancer, I'm not taking any pills. I'm done. You ruined everything. You ruined everything with your pills.
Right. Spoken like a true theater kid. I mean it. No, I'm telling you, my daughter is in community theater and like I'm trying to think, what's the lady's name? Like a theater juggernaut. Liza Minnelli, right? Oh, it's just heaven. It's just heaven. Like nothing's just a little bit.
Yeah.
Everything is like, oh, it was just horrible, right? Heaven. It's like there's no middle ground with you theater folks. And I love it. As we welcome to the show, Royce.
This is what you signed up for.
Oh, dang, brother, but just pop me on there. Like,
Royce is like, this is what you signed up for.
Wait. First of all, Royce, tell the people a little bit about where you are. We're gonna get this out the way ahead of time. I stole this from Humble Dad. Thanks, Humble Dad. Go ahead.
Yeah. Shout out to the Humble Dad. You know what I'm saying, man. You know what I'm saying. We crossed paths a few times when man, it's your boy Royce the Voice on Click on his leader. Shout out to K-Team Speaker Thought to Lose Your Mind. I just got off of work, so I gotta support, show some love, stuff like that. I'm just here to interact within the conversation. I hope we have a good one. What's up, Ashley? What's up? And what's up, people? Tune in. Let's get it. Birth control. Okay.
Birth control. Right. So you were in the back room. I kept you back there for a little bit because we were having a moment. I want our wonderful theater, savant to just to be able to really get her point across before we welcome all this energy. Come on, Royce.
Help me out. So what? So okay. So ask the question again.
So first, okay, let me give you a brief synopsis. And Miss the Aunt of Dragons, you stop me if I'm missing something or anything. Just jump in there. All right. So I asked her from the audience, are women who can't have children useless? And she says, yes, we can't coddle them anymore. And so the follow-up question was, does that mean men who don't have viable sperm for whatever reason, are they also useless by that same token? And she said, so Royce the Voice, have at it, sir.
Dang. I got the boo-boo face on that. Okay, so the first one, are women useless if they can't have, babies? Man, I don't want to say it like that. I don't think they're useless on a moral aspect. You know what I'm saying? Now, as far as producing and being more fruitful and multiplying, I mean, I guess you can say, I hate saying that word useless, but no good. No good for that. I wouldn't completely take her out of the picture just because she couldn't have kids. You know what I'm saying? I've dated women who couldn't have kids. You know what I'm saying? And everything was still good. And as much as I wanted to have a kid, it could be disappointing. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't say they would be the term useless in a producing form. Like, okay, yeah, but morally, no, I don't think they're. I don't think they're useless. There's plenty of other things that women can contribute. You know what I'm saying? Besides kids to keep a man happy. On the flip side, for men, are they useless if they can't produce sperm? I still look at it, the same way. You know what I mean? I don't think they're useless just because they can't produce, because I just feel like there are some other things that, both men and women can contribute to each other to satisfy each other, and be happy. That's a good question though. It's a catch-22, because I know a lot of people that want to have kids but can't, and they may feel like they're useless. And that's definitely how you don't want to feel. You don't want to make them feel because of that. You went mute. You muted yourself.
Sorry, absolutely, Miss Deonta Jackson. I'm trying to be more back here. Go ahead, Miss Deonta Jackson.
Would you want your wife to have your last name hyphenated?
No, I mean just by the choice of that, yeah, no. But that's only just because how I've been raised and just what I've seen. I never. There's no reason why or why not to. It's just what I'm used to. That's what we grew up in. I prefer her to have my last name. Yes.
So what do you feel about the girl who just proposed to her boyfriend?
Right.
What do you feel about that?
About her proposing?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, look, man. So I used to be. No. I like when you do. I used to be so caught up in tradition, with a lot of things. I know. I mean, my mom taught me how to, say, hey, open the doors for ladies and stuff like that. Like I still do that. Even my mom visits. She waits for me to open the door, even though I'm gonna open it anyway. But I think some things are just so traditional. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you're asking me personally, would I want a woman to get down on one knee, and I'll be like, nah, you can't do that, because it don't even feel right to me. Like, wait a minute, because just like we were talking about, when it comes to men and women, women gives us the access to the sex to produce, and men, I feel like, have that key to marriage, just saying, okay, look, I done all my running around. I done knocked all these pros out the park. You know what I'm saying? And I'm ready to settle down. So I'm gonna ask you, as a man, as the head of the household, as the future leader, for you to take my hand in marriage. That's how I would look at it. Like, if a woman got down on one knee from me, I think there'd be something wrong. It's like, okay, she can't wait. I'm not doing something right.
What would you say?
What would I say?
Yeah.
I say get up. Let's switch it up.
Like, give it that read.
Yeah, let's switch it up.
Give it that read. Nope.
Because I guarantee you, I ain't gonna guarantee, but I guarantee, if she's kneeling down on one knee and then the man actually takes the ring or whatever, I just have this is conspiracy. I just have this feeling that, in that woman's mind, she gonna be like, well, I look like I'm in charge. It's
ridiculous. And look, don't get me wrong, that is absolutely possible. But what are we doing? You just said I want it to happen this way, and she takes my name and all these things because I was simply taught that that's the way things went. So it could have been the reverse, right? It could have been like Hobbiton, right? I'm gonna get geeky on you for a minute, right? The Hobbit. The idea of the Hobbits, how they celebrate birthdays, Royce, which I think is a fallen thing. I would love for the world to try this. Is that on your birthday, Royce, you give the entire village a party and give them presents. Which sounds bananas until you realize, oh wait, so 364 days, you got a party and you're getting a gift every day of the year.
It's a lot of money.
That's a lot. I mean, but it's a one time.
But you couldn't wait for somebody else's birthday though. Like, oh, whose birthday is it tomorrow?
But that's the thing. That's the thing. It's like me and my sisters. Like we had the VHS of Wizard of Oz, right? We went back over and over and listened to this one little part, which I thought was fan-frapping-tastic, right? We get up at 12 and start to work at 1, eat an hour's lunch, and then at 2 we're done. Come on, man.
Bars.
They don't work. They don't frapping work. Everything is just
Race.
Okay.
Race question for you.
All right.
So I'm Ezo downing the road.
Yes. Who's down the road?
You see Hillary Clinton
Uh-oh.
or Cardi B.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you going towards?
It depends on what I'm going for. That's my answer.
So
Like,
they're in the road and I'm driving?
You know you're walking.
Oh,
yeah, you're not trying to run them over, Royce. What the crap?
I'm going to, hey,
Right?
Hillary Clinton to Cardi B.
Right?
Hillary Clinton, I'm going to Cardi B.
I need more details.
On why?
Someone to write a proposal for me, or somebody to twerk.
You're Ezo downing the road.
I'm easing down that road. I'm easing down that road.
Yeah.
And on one path is Hillary Clinton, on the other is Cardi B. Who am I going towards? My answer is, what am I on that road for?
What?
He does that. Look, no. He's gonna ask it. It'll be too easy then.
What are we going down the road for?
There ain't nothing going. You're just going. I say Cardi B. That's my answer. I say Cardi B.
All right. Miss the Umph of Dragons. All right. Same thing. Bill Clinton in his prime, or I don't know, Tyson Bedford. You know what I mean? So is this just off of attraction? Is that what we're doing?
You heard that?
I was being biased. Sorry.
I heard that.
I was being sorry. Snow, I'm so sorry.
What are we doing? But I love your question, because what it does highlight is, what are our aims? What are we aiming for? Like, why can't I be why can't I get a Cardi B who has the qualifications of a Hillary Clinton?
I was actually trying to ask someone the other day. The fighter. Where's my bag?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys know who
Cardi B all day. And why she's doing that? Cardi B all day, because we're gonna have something to talk about.
Unless you need Cardi B to file a motion in court for you, you're out your daggone mind. Or unless you're just like, listen, I will lose this case if it means I get to be around.
Clarissa Shields? Do you guys know who she is?
No, ma'am.
No, you got me on that one.
She's a UFC fighter.
I'll see. So you're into the UFC.
Is it a... Go ahead. What about her?
Versus Jake Paul.
Man, I kick it with Jake Paul.
That kid's a maniac. He seems like a fun time, but like he can turn on a dime, and it could be a nice.
But if I wanted to fight Jake Paul, would you jump in the ring with me?
Okay, you said you wanted to fight him. I try to talk you out of it.
Yeah, I want to
talk you out of it.
I'm tackling.
Yeah, we ain't gonna let you in there.
Wait,
now, if it was the Island Boys, I let you go in and get them.
Wait, the Lonely Island Boys?
Yeah, you can get them Island Boys. You can get them.
Listen, man. I came with y'all. So okay.
Oh, okay. Sorry. We'll get serious now. Sorry, I was just
no. I love it. But I'm going back to, like, y'all not see the utility of a Hillary Clinton versus a Cardi B. Fantastic rapper, entertainer.
Yeah.
But if I need someone to negotiate for my life in court,
Hillary rocks everything. Go Hillary.
She cool. She cool. She
Yeah.
cool. She keep hot sauce. She
a
keeps
woman
hot
boss.
sauce in her bag, right? Mm,
Yeah,
yeah,
I wish that they would have just dumped her purse out. Let me see right now.
that's what she
I,
said.
And
I didn't kill
I
myself.
wish she would have actually had hot sauce in her bag. Right?
Yeah.
I didn't kill myself.
Oh,
So you
goodness.
say Hillary Clinton, right? Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah.
No, what you should have done was said Candace Owens or Cardi B.
Now that's interesting.
I
Which
would
one
kick it
you
with
taking,
Candace.
Miss
I
Beyonce?
kick it with Candace. I kick it with Candace.
Nah,
Real
I
talk.
go Cardi. I don't
For
care
real?
what. Yeah.
But
I
you
want
call
to
me,
put
you
something
call
on
me
them. I mean,
Candace.
not like that, but
Who called you?
But you call me Candace.
I called you Candace. Yeah,
Yeah.
I said, yeah. You remind me. Your mindset reminds me of Candace Owens.
No, she's way
But,
nicer
but
than
you don't
Candace.
like me?
Yeah, she's nice. I like Candace Owens.
She's not nice. What are you talking about?
Wait,
What
but
are
I'm
you talking about?
nice.
You're nice.
I'm saying
Candace
you're
is
nice.
not nice. She
I mean,
gets
Candace
paid
can
to
be
not
nice.
nice.
Yeah, I mean, you
Be
catch her
nice.
off the
Paid
screen.
to be- Yeah,
Catch Candace
she's
Owens
like-
off the screen.
she's
I
like the
bet you
rest
I
of
get
them.
her.
She's like the rest of them, right?
Mhm.
My wife is like, "Why are you even watching this?" I was like, "Because I want to see what other people think." That's
Candace
it. I'm
cool.
a curious person. But yeah,
I agree with about 70% of what she speaks on.
I agree with about 80, but I feel like it's mostly incomplete. Mostly incomplete.
We were just talking about that
Okay,
last night.
Let me ask you this. Miss Dance of Dragons posed this thing, right? She says that she's never had a white person behave racially, racist towards her.
Okay.
She's not come across that. And God bless her, right? She has not come across that. Have you, sir, come across white people behaving badly just because of the color of your skin and not the content of your character?
I live right down the road from me. Yes, sir.
Tullahoma. Ooh.
Yes, sir.
And I'm from Columbia. So
I got it on camera too. It's a whole 45 minutes.
So you understand what we're saying here, Miss Deonta Dragons, is that you are in a rare class, right? But also, I don't think Royce and myself are the type, even though we've been in those situations, to attribute that behavior in that situation to all white people. And that's why I want you to be careful with when attributing some bad behaviors by some black people to all black people. Go ahead.
I think that it's really fun being a victim. It's so fun. It's
Here she
so
go.
cool.
Is that sarcasm? I hope
Here it
that's
comes.
sarcasm.
Come on. Yeah, I know it is.
Because
It is.
you don't want to hear those, and you probably won't post this.
Oh, we're live. It's posted. What are you talking about?
You won't post this.
She social media has damaged her.
Minor attractive peoples are taking advantage of this movement.
Forget them. Who cares? Forget them.
That's what I'm saying. We're looking at these small groups and saying like, oh, this is what it
they're
is.
a small group. Yeah, they're a small group. I'm attracted to two children. So you're not allowed to say that I'm not allowed to say that I'm attracted to children.
Uh-huh.
So you're not allowed to say that. I'm not allowed to preach this. And I'll make a song about this with Whoopi Goldberg.
Remix.
So,
hold on. So, but what are you trying to say? Say what you gotta say. Come on, ain't nobody going.
Come on, hit it with the phrase, Royce. Come on, that's a perfect.
Speak your thoughts or lose your mind, Ashley.
Yeah. Miss Beyonce Dragons.
She's thinking.
I know. Take your time.
No, I'm not thinking. I'm just
very
trying
emotional.
not to cry. I'm just trying not to cry.
Okay.
You take a moment and
No. It's okay.
Okay.
I'll cry. I don't mind crying.
Okay.
My niece, she's so beautiful. My little cousins. She's so smart. She's so sassy. But like if you hurt her, my cousins, they all own guns. I probably shouldn't say that.
Mhm.
But if he drops his gun, I'm gonna pick it up and I'm gonna hurt the person who's trying to hurt them.
Word.
So I once again find myself lost as to what you're saying. Like, you just
I
want
think
to
that the gay population has lost control. The gay
Never
population,
disagree.
I went to school with them. I can give you every single one of their names. I've literally been giving them everyone every day,
Mhm.
every one of their names every day. Maybe social media has been taking it down. Every single day, I've been giving you their names
Their names. Why?
because they're perverts.
Gotcha. So you're saying they're engaging in some sort of
Yes,
sexual.
yes, 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 yes.
And you've been given the
Every
name.
day.
Feel
This
like
is why I've been blocked.
no, but
This is
hang
why
on,
I've been blocked.
hang on. Stay with us here because I want to be able to understand this, and I want our audience to be able to understand exactly what you're saying is the issue is, why is the issue, and what do you want to do in order to correct.
Stop with the forcing of the sexualization of kids.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
Every day I've been doing this for the
Yeah.
past year. The past year. 2 reasons why I've been blocked on social media.
Mm.
One is child sex trafficking. Number 2 is saying that Black people are not victims.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
I'm actively trying on the phone right now track the people who are predators.
Mm.
And social media is like, oh no, you're the bad guy.
Mm.
Okay.
Miss Deonta Dragons, may I interject something here?
Yes, sir.
Social media is not real. It's where we go to all make believe and put our best foot forward and put our pretty stuff on, our big smiles. Every relationship is perfect, right? It's the most hyperbolic place that you'll find.
Hmm.
Okay, like you cannot gauge a society based on that. Here's a fun fact for you. At one point, they did they looked into Twitter, okay, and they were trying to look at all of these religious sites that were saying some of the most ridiculous things ever. Did you know that they linked 9 out of 10 of the biggest followings on Twitter to bot farms in another country? And for those of you out there who may not know what a bot farm is, it literally just look it
Oh
up.
my
Google
God,
it
no, I
right
remember
now.
this.
No, not you,
I
but I'm
remember
saying
that.
for anybody out there, I'm talking directly to the audience. If you don't know what a bot farm is, open up a tab, look it up. It is ridiculous.
No, I remember this.
So it's just wall to wall, full of phones, and these people go in there and they get paid to just go in there and just say some of the most ridiculous things ever.
Hmm.
I remember
So when
this.
you are referencing social media, they took me down because of it. Like, this is a person's private entity, right? Yes, if you came to my house and bursted through the door and went against my rules, I'm kicking you the frap out or the frap off. That is somebody's private thing. Out. So just I see a lot of anxiety. I see a lot of anxiety in you, and it hurts. I'm hearing you say things like women are worthless if they can't bear children, and it hurts because I know women who could not have children, and like in the comments, adopted kids and helped those kids who otherwise would have been lost in the system. I've had people help me. I didn't have my father in my life. Hang on. I didn't have my father in my life for most of my life. And there was a man from church who provided us Christmas one year. our lights were about to be cut off, let alone have a tree in presence. He got wind of this and provided and swore me to secrecy that I wouldn't tell anybody. So I'm saying to you, like, we have got to stop putting all of our worth on any one given thing. Well, how many followers do you have? Oh no. What kind of shoes you got? Ew. What kind of, like all these things that we're putting value on, which I disagree with.
I just don't think it's about that. I think it's just about like, can you just be my friend?
Yeah, but if you're on social media looking for friends, that is a red flag.
No. I don't think it's
no, not
that.
just you. I'm saying people, right? You have to be careful. Yeah. So Royce, what is your thought on that?
My thought on that is this, man. Okay. So just like I said, the last week or whatever, in social media, you have this small group of people online and different podcasts and stuff like that, or they'll be going back and forth shooting on statistics, and then they're really giving their personal opinion. But what's happening is that small percentage of people on social media who are influencers, they are influencing millions of people watching this small group, and there's big things come in small packages. That's why, like, I take social media kind of seriously in a way, not to say if it's real or not, but what is real is the influence of opinions can turn into facts, and people can take those small percentage of opinions from people and then generalize it as if, okay, well, everybody's like this. And I mean, even to round off of what I'm saying, Dr. Dragons was saying, like, yes, there are plenty of cases where, the LGBTQ, those people, have, been charged for, the sexual assault, raping, child, all that stuff like that. But I wouldn't want to put that on all of them. But what's happening is our government is being a part of this small percentage and making laws, right? That's the problem to me. Like, they're making these laws that affect everybody, and it's not everybody just doing it. But now we're suffering because just a few people. That's what she's trying to get, I believe.
So what laws? Give me some of the laws that allow for great.
Oh, I didn't know if you were asking me or her.
It's for the panel. Like,
okay.
The government's getting involved in proliferating this. Give me some examples of some legislation that.
Wait,
go ahead.
Am I on or not?
No, you're on. Go ahead. It sounds like you already got the info ready.
The law saying that, like, oh, he didn't know any better.
What law is that?
The 1-8. Hold on.
Cool. There's 8 laws and stuff like that.
Say again. There's
those hate speech laws and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know if there's a law with because there was. I got into it real bad with a few group of LGBTQs about.
But why is it? Situation. Why does it have to be like so many?
Hang on. Let him finish his point, and then come in. We're giving you some time to get the information that we're looking for.
I don't know if that's a law or not. With the whole bathroom situation and stuff. I know they were fighting to be in the same bathrooms as men and women. Right. There's this hate speech going on where they're canceling everything that that you say. I don't know if that's a law or not, but I mean, and even to some hardcore Christians, some of them would even debate with the fact of legalizing LGBTQ marriage.
Are you saying that helps to proliferate like sex crimes?
Well, I don't know if that helps or not. You know what I'm saying? I just know that
I'm saying, real quick, Royce, real quick. You two were both saying, right, that social media, while it's not real, it does influence a lot, and the government is creating legislation to help facilitate all of these rape crimes.
I think the government is making up these laws based off of the it's like the people's choice. They see the people talking about this. Oh, I need to do something about it. Let's make up these laws. The Asian hate law, like the crime. What do you mean? I don't know who hates Asians. Because you see a few clips online of them getting bopped upside the head, and then you make up a law about it. Yeah. I mean, that just come on, man. I mean, what about black folks?
Two women walking down the street holding hands, and someone smashes a beer bottle. That's a real case, right? A lot of this stuff is reactive. reactive. But
Yeah.
okay, let's talk about what the government is.
Okay.
Right? Because a lot of people are like, well, the left does this and the right does this. It's like, oh, they're all people and they're all buddies once the cameras are turned off. They all get paid from the same legislation that they pass on how much they should get paid. It's a crazy piece John Oliver just did on Clarence Thomas. It's wild. Did he accept $500,000 to possibly rule on a case of a company? No, of course not. It was just his good friend who happens to own the company who sent him and his wife on a 9-day trip that was worth $500,000.
Man.
And he ruled for that company instead of against. Now, are they connected? I don't know. But I can tell you it looks pretty bad. Would they let us get away with that, Royce?
Yeah.
Hey, are you trying to bribe me, sir? No, you my buddy. I just want you and your wife to, look the other way on this speeding ticket, Mr. Officer, and we want to take you on the trip. Would they allow us to do that, or would they throw us under the jail?
No, I don't. They wouldn't give us that same chance.
So what we talked about before is there is a people problem. It's not left, right. It's not black, white, right? It's not gay, straight. Because you can agree that there are heterosexual people committing those same grotesque acts.
Of course, yes.
So what I'm saying is there's a law on board for that. The Stop Asian Hate thing was a little odd because if you hit somebody in the face, there's a crime already on the books for that. If you hit someone in the face and said, because of the coronavirus, you Asian, bleep, 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 now it is considered a hate crime. Those things already exist. I'm with you. I don't know why that's something they spent our time and taxpayer money on, other than we let them. So it really comes down to chicken or the egg. We allow these people to keep these seats, and then we complain every year, but most of us don't even vote. So
that's a stopper right there.
I don't know what to do. Mr. Deonta Dragons, I put in the private chat. Let me know. Just give me a wave or something when you're ready. I know you were doing some adjustments.
Yeah, there's something right there, man. It has been. Social media it's not even an equalizer. It's a divider, man. That thing be going. They be best friends could be enemies because of social media. All because of your train of thought or what you agree or disagree with, man. Like, it's crazy.
Like, that's honestly how I feel about the whole situation. It's stupid. Social media is divided. Social media is a tool like anything else. You can build a house or you can smash someone's head in it. I would agree that we should probably be building bridges and sharing ideals properly that are vetted, researched, and referenced. But that's the price of freedom, right? Some people utilize their freedom to make up things, to try to be what they consider to be a good capitalist and just make as much money as possible without any morals or thought for the next man. How can I climb this ladder, get up there, knock everybody off my ledge and pull the ladder up? You know what I mean? Those people exist. Yeah. But I don't blame social media. Like this case with, my child was, I don't know, he was online and he was catfished by some adult man. And I think everybody should boycott Instagram. It's like, okay, how old was your child? 9. Well, they have rules and guidelines that say a 9-year-old can't get on and participate in this thing that we built. Why were they on there? Did you give them permission? Did you make them an account? Oh, they pretended they were older and made up a fake account to get on to participate with a bunch of adults? Yeah. Like, what are we doing here? Why does your kid have an iPhone? Like, that's me personally, but fine if you want to. But don't do it and act like, oh, this is just a thing. Like, oh, surely he's just going to look up how to spell things and definitions in the weather. Maybe just gaming. Like, that's what we really do need to take that look in the mirror and do like Mr. Royce said when he rightfully corrected me and said, hey, pay attention to your kids. That's where it starts.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Pay attention to them cheering.
Yes. He said, what I miss.
That's what I asked when I came
Run
in.
the tape back. Yes.
We got some gumbo in there, so it's a
That's a
gumbo
lot.
show.
It's like we did talk about Marvel, Game of Thrones, and The Hobbit. We managed to slip those geeky, dorky things in there, right? We haven't gotten to anime. Royce, are you an anime fan? I need to change.
But Monique is. I'm a Boondocks fan. I'm slowly, watching this.
Anime,
Yeah,
right?
but not the ones that y'all be watching with, like the real Asian ones with, they be having. I be making fun of them too, because I'll be like, man, they be so amazed at things when they get excited. They're I'm like, it's real cute when they be doing that stuff. Like,
15 to 22 and a half minutes, they take you on the journey. That's what I love about anime. Short, sweet, to the punch. They punch you in the gut and tell you it's gonna be okay. Keep going, and it usually is a pretty good payoff.
It'd be a whole dialogue. They just sit there and stare at each other for a minute. And then
wait, I need some names. Miss Monique,
Super Saiyans and all them.
Oh, okay. No.
They be taking them 20 minutes to power up. And now for the next episode.
You should just punch him in the face while he's powering up. Right, that old trope. Miss Monique King, I need you to get in the comments with your favorite anime you're watching right now. Because I don't know what to do with Royce. I need him to get on board, get on program.
I'll be trying to, I'll be like, I'm sit down and watch something.
You were like Afro Samurai.
Nah, I do like that, yeah.
Oh man, what's that one? Shampoo something, right? yeah, that's what it's called. Look, at first I was like, what I do? But yeah, that's the name of that. I'm not gonna put that up because my nephew be watching. So yeah, I don't know, man. I like one of the things we're trying to develop here. We tried to do this, volunteer thing to help male these college kids who are graduating and not getting jobs because of their lack of experience. We're trying to meld them with companies who need, manpower. The other thing we're doing is with schools, we're trying to create an anime school program. Samurai Shampoo, yes. You would love that. It's got a hip-hop feel to it. The sword play is nice. Good story. Come on, man. We gotta get you on some shows.
I'm glad to see what's going on, man.
Yeah. Those two, Samurai Shampoo and Afro Samurai. I think you'll dig on that.
Okay.
Okay. So we're trying to, because a lot of these animes become real popular, right? Much to the chagrin of some anime fans who got made fun of back in the day, and now it's all over the place, right? Netflix and all of them have their own original series. Anywho, we're trying to develop a program where the kids use anime to talk about the things that are going on in real life and see the intersections in which they cross, see if we can extract the wisdom from all that, anime and that good story writing. But yeah, man. So, okay. We did talk a lot about a bunch of different things. I hope that helps, Miss Monique King. But I do suggest you just run the tape back and, watch. You curl up, give you something to do, right? But Royce.
Yes.
Men and women. Miss Ashley.
Okay.
With the sentiment that women are worthless unless they can have a baby.
Okay.
That really hurts my heart.
It hurts
what is it that you can say to your friend, and then I'll let you shout out the show? Oh no, I'm not ready to quit. Are you ready to stop? I'm ready to stop.
I mean, it's up to you, bro. I did, what I'm saying? I got a whole solid hour to waste.
We'll do this. So we'll start with that. What are you saying to your friend who's obviously hurting, and to the other people who are obviously hurting, who feel exactly like she does, or who feel that people are judging them because they can't have children?
My good friend, Ashley, no, you are not worthless if you can't have any children. I don't know who told you or anybody else that. No, that's not the way to go, because the moment you start thinking that, you might as well just die. If you think that you're worthless because there's anything you do, you think you're not contributing nothing. I understand, what I'm saying, filling this world up with children and stuff. There's some people that don't want to bring a child into this crazy world. You know what I'm saying? But and I don't believe that you said that. I feel like that you got that from somewhere else. You know what I mean? Somebody else is mad at themselves or something, or making somebody else feel bad that if you can have children. Look, I'm gonna be real with you. I didn't think that I could have children. I thought there was something wrong with my swimmers. You know what I'm saying? And when I got everything tested and stuff like that, and I was able to, help birth the child, or not conceive, but produce a child through in vitro, because she had her tubes tied at the time. So at least I knew my stuff was working. But what was I down on myself a little bit? I was like, yeah, like, dang, on, man, it's all my high school people and college people having kids and stuff, and they're getting old, and I started getting really sad. But like to think that you're worthless because you can't have a child, that's just like, no, don't do that. I don't believe that. There's plenty of things that women can contribute. You can adopt. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of things that you can contribute besides a child. Don't ever think that you're worthless because you can't have one or produce one, ladies and gentlemen. Like, that's not the way to go. No, we can't think that way. We can't. No. That was ripped from somebody else. That wasn't Ashley saying that. No, because I don't believe it.
Right.
I don't believe it. You're not worthless because you can't have a child. And I stand on that. You know what I'm saying? I stand on it.
I find it interesting. I find it interesting that she named all these things that, as a woman, she feels good about doing, helping other children, helping other people. Helping her man, like, he's hungry, getting something to eat. Like,
yeah.
Then you still consider yourself worthless because of one aspect of your life that you desperately want to participate in. You can't.
Somebody's making them feel worthless. I don't think it's the woman themselves saying that. I think it's the man trying to make them feel bad. I'm just keeping it all the way 100. The man is probably like, oh, can't no baby, well, you're worthless. You seen some of them old movies, you know what I'm saying? The woman couldn't birth or anything like that. And what was it? Sarah Abraham? Like, wasn't it Sarah that was that couldn't birth?
Right. God says, I'm gonna allow you to become pregnant.
Yeah.
She laughs. Right. There was that whole thing.
Yeah.
She gets so tired of waiting that she's trying to make it happen by offering up her beautiful, I'm imagining her beautiful Egyptian goddess Hagar, I believe.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. So, yeah. But even then, it was like God saying, hey, man, like, why are you not believing me, the creator of the universe? I said you are worth it. I say you will do this great thing against all odds.
Right.
Like, why don't you listen to me instead of your own anxieties and thoughts and fears and all that stuff, and the people around you?
That's what it is, bro. It's the man saying that to the woman, and the shame on you
in that same situation, right?
Or the mother, grandmother, or somebody. But the man, because you know how men can really drag you down verbally. I've been there. Like I said, I done been through all the D evils, man. But like, it's the man 80% of the time doing that to the woman and psychologically hurting her, making her feel like she ain't worthless. Shame on you, man, whoever that man or men are.
Man, okay, so I at one point worked in an all-female prison. And I am going to be liberal with this estimate. I would say 93% of the women who were in prison was because of a man. Hey, hold this for me. Hide me. Hide my stash. Hide my gun. Hey, make this call for me. Hey, take this cross town real quick.
Yeah.
I was just so like, are you serious right now? But despite all that, something in women still want to crap with us, right? And it's something in us, no matter how many times a man has been set up by a woman or is taking half of his stuff or whatever on the other side, it don't matter. Men seem to still want to crap with women.
We'll try again.
So I think we're right back to that. Like, hey, man, how about a ceasefire? Okay.
You're right.
For all you ladies who want to be soft and gentle and beautiful and just want to serve your man and have a baby, go do that. There's men out there looking for you.
Yes.
For those women who are like, I want to be the CEO, I don't want kids and all these things, go do that. That's on you. Right? Who am I to tell anybody how to live their life, how to pursue their version of happiness? As long as they don't, break any laws or try to pull me outside of my belief system. Right?
Yeah.
So I don't know. So I think we're ready. Miss the Aunt of Dragons. Give me a wave, a thumbs up. And she's back.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Were you able to hear Royce's message to you and other women like you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We still love you.
Oh, wait, were you talking bad about me?
No, not at all. I was encouraging you.
He was just disagreeing with you about, like, Miss the Aunt of Dragons. just because you don't have a baby yet does not mean you're worthless.
I want one. I want.
Mhm.
Royce knows this. I want a whole linebacking team.
Hey, now. Wait, hockey or football? What are we talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah.
That's a
I
different
want.
number.
Yeah. I want that.
Yeah. Oh man. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Would you be opposed to adopting if you found out that your body just can't handle it for whatever reason? Or you
I
just signed a
was
contract
told
with
that.
Marvel? You can't
I was
afford to have a
told
baby?
that I couldn't have children, and then I was recently told that I could have children. So I'm trying to find, but it's too late for me now because I'm too
How?
old.
Wait a minute. Well, I don't know. Wait a minute. How
Royce,
old are you?
Royce, give me send me your address. I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna fly to you and punch you.
I forgot. Oh, okay. You ain't got to say it. You can just text it. But I'm the oldest one on this panel.
No, I'm the oldest one.
That's
No, you're not. I'm 38.
Ain't no way.
How old are you, Royce?
42.
Oh, I just looked the oldest. Got it. Man, that sun too. I need to moisturize some more. Okay.
Yeah. I think, hold on, Ash, you the baby, Ash.
You the baby, right? And I know. I mean, shoot, Janet Jackson is a famous example, of course. I mean, there's other kids. There's other processes that you can have.
Why do you think celebrities don't have more kids?
I don't know. You want me to go into the mind of those people?
Why
You
do you
theater
know?
kids.
Yeah.
That's theater kids at a high level, right? I can't even imagine. Like you're enough for me.
It's
Why
almost
don't
like the
they have
richer you
more
got,
kids?
because they got more money.
What does
Like,
that
you know
mean?
what? I
They
don't
see
know.
the world.
It seems like the people with less money
I
got
can
more
afford
kids.
you.
Well,
When you
it's
think about
like
it.
they have more to do, right? They can travel the world. They're in film. They're in industries. They're doing all these things. Who thinks to have a kid? Even when you have a kid, it's usually some kind of boarding school or nanny or au pair, whatever,
Mhm.
right? But for us po folk, right? And I think we talked about this before, maybe not with Royce, but on the show we've talked about, like, poor for me just means anybody who makes, I think it's less than maybe 100-something thousand. That puts you out of the 1% of the United
Do
States.
you ever get like be like confuse your kids' names?
Oh yeah,
Talking to you. Oh,
yeah.
oh for real?
Oh really?
Well, because the boys are both J's, right? JJ and Jackson. Shout out to them. They've been
Okay.
bugging me about the YouTube channel. Well, pray for me. The other two are Alexandria and Amari. So my wife's name is Asher, so all the ladies' names starts with an A. All the boys' names start with a J. Yeah. So sometimes my small one,
Right.
the littlest one. Yes, sir.
Right.
Yeah, that's the one. Come on down here. I need you to grab this thing. Yeah. What made you ask that, Miss the Aunt of Dragons?
I just feel like I would like I would like hold the baby too close, which I know like would suffocate them.
Yeah, not too close. Just right.
Yeah.
She really wants a child. She
I
wants a
do.
child.
That's
what's going on.
Can you
Royce, I'm
message
about to
him?
send her a couple.
I'll send you his. I will send you
This
his.
is about you, isn't it?
Hey, my kids are like dragons. You say you're the Aunt of Dragons. I may ship them express. Just a week. Try it out. Let's see. Right? I mean, they're good boys, but oh my goodness, it's work.
Ashley wants to. Yeah, she wants that club shot up. All right, girl. I'm going to. We're going to manifest you having these children. It's going to happen.
Listen. So do you? Okay, we're getting nosy here. Or do you care to say? You don't have to answer. But your current relationship, is he on board with this kid thing?
I don't think so because I'm too old for him.
Too old for him.
Okay.
I'm gonna leave that right there. Yeah, I'm not gonna pick it up. Royce, you got anything?
Yeah. No. Yeah. I want some cheering. You know what I'm saying? And I've in I've had plenty of opportunities where there were close calls, and you know what I'm saying, miscarriages and stuff like that. But and now this may seem, I'm just gonna throw it out there because like the first time when I was going for a child for in vitro, she was pregnant for 17 weeks and then the water broke at work. And so we delivered a stillborn. You know what I'm saying? And that was the first time, not to say that, you know, I don't believe in God or anything, but like you actually get to see like what everybody was talking about, right? And when you see your child there and you see the features of you on him and then features of her on him, you know, it hits a little different, you know, but I wasn't acting right, man. I feel like I was getting a lot of karma just from the way I was acting then at that time, you know what I'm saying? And then there was some other calls, you know what I'm saying, where past relationships where, you know, they were pregnant, may have a miscarriage and stuff like that. And my mind wasn't in the right place for it. I think I just like, so I'm dreading all that. So now like more than ever, I want a child more than ever. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm not gonna think that I'm worthless if we're not gonna have one. No, I can't do that. I can't do that to myself.
I mean, it's nature. It's nature. Like,
yeah,
we really don't control a lot, but I think it is important for people out there to try to control the things that they can. It's one of many reasons why my wife and I are trying to go on this, you know, weight loss journey together, right?
Yeah.
Because while, you know, our ticker is ticking just fine and the cholesterol's down and, you know, things seem to be going well, you know, being overweight can't help. So it's like, all right, let's knock that out. You know, we're just trying to improve we're trying to improve every aspect of our life. But for things outside of your control, I don't think we're meant to worry about that. You know, I really don't. But we talked earlier about social media and its influence, right? I think my wife and I talked at length about it not being natural for us to be exposed to so many people. Are you guys aware of Dunbar's number?
I've heard that. I mean, you said that before, but now I need you to.
Yeah, so it's like the theory that we can only, there's a max number of relationships a person can maintain.
Okay.
Right? So it's 5 really close people that you're in there, like every aspect,
right,
every detail, right? Outside of that, it's 15, then it goes to 35, right, as you move, but up to 1,500 people that you know, can remember their names, maybe their numbers. That's the capacity. That's the breaking point, right? So you may have 15 or 1,600 friends, right? Not just on social media, but in real life. Yeah. Where 100 of those people are going to feel like, man, he just don't be, you know, paying attention to me at all. You know, so there's only a certain amount you can, yeah. But the other flip side of social media is I can say one thing and address all of y'all at once, and maybe you feel like, right? What's up? Sorry, what I miss? Miss the Answer Dragons. Which part was not true? Oh, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I said, which part is not true?
The fact of I think I know I see.
Take your time.
There are so many people who don't want to connect with other humans.
I'm sorry, I lost you for a minute. There's so many people that what?
Don't want to connect with other humans.
Right.
And I honestly, sincerely don't think that like a war will happen because there's so many pathetic men around the world, which sounds bad. I'm so sorry.
They're not trying to get off the couch.
Sorry, but it's also
isn't that kind of nice? Like, but we've gotten so bad as a country that
it's also kind of sad because it's like you're still being alone. I'm sorry.
Man, you know, I think we all need a reset in this world. I think we need a reset, and I blame it on social media.
No, social media should be connecting us.
Well, yeah, it should, but I'm saying it ain't. It's
It
separating us.
You help me. You help me.
That's 1 in 100,000.
No. There's so much that I watch.
That's so false.
Really?
That's so false.
He said, really?
So social media helps.
Yes.
More than it hurts.
You help me.
Royce, we were kind of right next to each other county-wise, and I don't think I ever would have met you if it weren't for social media.
No. I mean, okay, y'all looking at the surface. I'm talking about the negative influence that it has.
There's nothing negative that you said. You've never said anything negative.
No, not me. I'm just talking about social media in general. Because the reason why we're talking right now, and sometimes we get like a little passionate or upset of what's going on out there, is like social media is like pushing all of this stuff like to our children, and children are thinking non-logically.
Oh, you mean like
not even spelling right? Social media has us misspelling words.
Hang on now. Like, first of all, most of these children who are on social media ain't supposed to be on here anyway.
Yeah.
Second of all, there you go. But that's parenting. So it's no different than like, hey, I had a friend in middle school who stole his parents' car. Would we go to the manufacturer and say, you ought to be ashamed of yourself? You ought to make your cars more child-proof. Or are we going to say, hey, parent, why is your middle schooler taking your car? How did they get access? Why are they allowed to utilize this thing?
I got an answer for that. I was one of those kids that took my daddy car one time and went joyriding and made up a whole lie about what happened. It wasn't his fault. It was my curiosity as a young teen.
General Motors' fault is what I'm saying. Because you're saying
no, it wasn't General Motors' fault. No,
you're saying social media does. All social media does is say, hey, we want to keep you on as long as possible. What do you guys want to see? And we're like, violence and discourse. So we're like, okay, here you go. Yes, Mr. Delta Dragons, you up front.
Who's more attractive? Okay.
I'm gonna have to go with Royce.
Wait, you didn't say you didn't. I didn't say anything.
I'm just kidding. Pause. Right, big pause. Go ahead. No, seriously, what's your answer?
that Chat GPT gonna clip that part too.
Okay, what's your give me the choices.
Meg Thee Stallion or Janet Jackson.
Janet, prime Janet, and now Janet. You want to go prime? You want to go prime?
You didn't say his answer yet.
Yeah, go ahead.
That's hard. Can we go back to the Hillary Clinton one?
Okay, Hillary Clinton or Big Mike.
First of all, producer, get her out of here. How dare you? How dare you? Royce, do you know what she means when she says Big Mike?
I don't know who Big Mike is. What's going on? It sounds like a dude.
It's a thing from the right, which this mass theory is that President Obama, I can't believe I'm even saying this.
That he's a switcheroo.
He's a switcheroo, but his wife is actually a trans.
Is the real switcheroo?
Not an
yeah.
actual woman. How
we
dare
don't know
you?
that for sure.
Look at her smoking a cigarette. Listen, I'm gonna kick you off every time you say that. How dare you?
We don't know that for sure.
No, but why would you? Why would you say it? Like in football, if the ball is tossed up and receiver, boom, 2 hands, and cornerback, boom, 2 hands at the same time, the tie goes to the receiver. Like, how about this? We don't know. We have not done the genetic testing. We haven't done the actual to see what plumbing she got going on. So how about this? Because we're not there and we don't know, how about maybe just go like err on the side of caution and not call our beautiful black first lady a trans woman.
Who
look better than Big Mike do? Big Mike look better.
Who's more?
Get him out of here. Every time y'all use that phrase, well, it's my platform. That government, you gonna respect the first lady. I love the Obamas. I mean, of course, her husband showing a
Who's
couple
more
of wedding
beautiful?
parties. Who has it?
Who's more beautiful? Michelle Obama or Beyonce?
Michelle.
Said beautiful? Yeah, I'm going Shelly. Yeah.
I smell cocoa butter all through that.
Oh my goodness.
It just
and she
smells
gonna hit
so-
you with that good conversation, that grown woman conversation.
Oh,
She
yeah,
said
she might even spark one with
she
you.
was
Man.
that man's boss. He was her, I think, intern. Like, can we talk? You know what I mean?
Like, yeah, she get down. She from the shop.
Right.
Though. Come on,
She's
now.
beautiful, strong. She's gonna push me to be better. That iron sharpens iron thing, I wholeheartedly believe in that. I'm pretty sure she is very respectful of her husband.
And the lawyer.
And then when he does something stupid, like men
Yeah, we do.
are apt to do.
My president is a husband.
Say again.
Mhm.
My husband is the president.
Uh-huh.
So if he messes up,
Mm-hmm. What? He gets the boot.
no.
I mean, that's how we should be
No.
treating our
No.
elected officials.
No.
No what? No what?
No.
Be specific in your nose, madam. Miss the Aunt of Dragons. You just around
can't
here
mess
blowing
up.
fire everywhere. Say
Okay.
again?
So okay. Here. Okay. Britney Spears or Christina Aguilera.
Aguilera. Genie in a bottle, baby.
Oh yeah, just regular. I guess, especially if we're going again. But these questions are relative.
Britney Spears.
There's nothing wrong with her.
I
Why
just
you
think Aguilera looks better.
Why you put us
Ask
in this
me a question.
position?
Ask me a question. Ask
No,
me one.
I want to know. Oh, here's my question. Why are you asking these questions? I'm trying to get to some sort of point.
Ask me a male question.
But hold on, what's the significance of all this?
Right.
What,
That's
what
my
are we
question.
bringing it down to?
What are we saying? Why are you forcing two?
I'm just trying
Like,
to
man,
have
you ain't
fun.
never
I'm
done
just trying to have
nothing.
fun.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Icebreaker.
Michael Jackson or Prince?
Why you ask me gay men? Who's the gayest?
No, I didn't say who's the gayest. I said
Oh.
who's the more attractive.
What's happening there?
What? No. Who's the more attractive one?
Neither of them are attractive.
have to-
Michael Jackson.
Well,
Never
what
believe
year are we talking about, Royce?
What
Can
prime?
you give me,
80s.
can you give me
80s.
attractive men?
85.
Eddie's Mike.
I
85.
gave you attractive women. That's not fair. I give
85.
you attractive women.
Oh my goodness.
You don't think Michael Jackson, no homo, but he was a handsome young dude.
Handsome.
But
I'm
even
Another-
before
another
Jerry
person-
Curl.
Walk
The
away.
person who was lied to, because there was a thing about people making fun of his ginormous nose, and it was like, what? That's just a
What?
black nose. Yeah, that was part
Can
of
you
his.
get, okay, give me another round of okay. Okay.
Tom Cruise
Oh,
or Brad Pitt?
There you go.
Yeah.
See, listen to her voice. See how that gets?
Right. This is way more soothing. Okay,
See how-
I'm writing this down. Mention Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise whenever I want the Auntie Dragons to calm down. Gotcha. All right, it's in the books.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt, that's good. Like Troy Brad Pitt, or we talking like
Ocean's 11?
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood Brad Pitt? Ocean's 11 Brad Pitt is goofy,
Yeah.
which is wild coming from me. Right, I'm
Yeah, some
top
swag
5
in
in
that
the nation in goofy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Sorry.
all right.
Sorry. That
No, here.
was bad.
You take you a moment. Look, I can't.
That is wild. Whoa, I didn't know it did it like I didn't know it got you like that.
No,
My
no.
boyfriend is- I had to rape him right now. Hold on.
Oh, great,
I have to go
great.
to him.
Watch the algorithm. It's out there.
See,
It's out after a
No,
song.
wait.
I knew
No,
it.
wait.
Great.
All
It's
men,
not
all
available.
men is equal, but I need to go soon.
Okay. All right. Listen, I think it's time for all of us to get out of here. Go ahead. And, I know you don't like the Zoom. I know you don't like the Zoom, so I'm gonna leave you like this. Shout the
Okay.
people out that you need to shout out. Where can they find you? All the good stuff.
Find me at Royce and find me at
Urban Academia.
what he said.
Hey. Urban Academia. I got too many platforms, man. Urban Academia, thank you so much, Miss the Mother of the Aunt of Dragons. Ooh, almost messed up. I almost did it. Don't count if I correct myself.
It's my birthday month, so mail me Superman.
Pisces, okay.
Hey, you like comics?
I love comics and I love men, so.
Well, you got your boyfriend there. We'll take care of that. So, but thank you so much for coming on, Miss the Aunt of Dragons.
Send me your PO. Send me your PO, and I got you.
Yeah, we'll send him on Express Light. So, Mr. Royce, final words and tell the people where to find you at, bro.
Yo, you know what I'm saying? You can find me, what you see right there under my name, Royce Massengill. You can find it on all platforms. You can actually Google my first name. You can see all the articles, everything that I've done, music-wise, political-wise, event-wise, and stuff like that. Shout out to Urban Academia. Shout out to What the Frap, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Honor Dragons and everybody that was, watching. For me, my last word is this, from what I just tapped into. Nobody's worthless. Nobody's worthless. And speaking on children and stuff, if you can't have any, you're not worthless. You still have a purpose on earth. You just need to connect with yourself and God. Find out your purpose, because I'm pretty sure that there is a purpose for you. It doesn't always have to be about kids, you know what I'm saying? But don't put yourself down in the dirt if you can't have any, and don't let a man and or a woman, but more in particular, don't let a man, anyone tell you that you're not worth anything because you cannot conceive a child. You are much better than that, and I believe you know that. And if you don't, I'm telling you, and I believe other people agree. So God bless everybody out there. Hope everybody is feeling good, feeling great. Don't forget to forgive yourself. You know what I mean? And we all go through ups and downs. I'm going through a transition myself, but within that middle part of that transition, I'm being as vulnerable and as transparent as possible. I'm literally embarrassing myself out here in these streets, but it's all good, because I know in the end, it's going to come out on top. So that's all I got to say for y'all, man. It's your boy, Royce the Voice, Orange Click, Orange Leader. Shout out to K-Team. Speak your thoughts or lose your mind.
Hey, that's Royce's rant, man. Go ahead, chill out in the back room, get you some cakes and cookies or whatever we got back there. Enjoy yourself. Man, that was quite the show. Look, it's really important for me to speak with people who I do not agree with. This is the only way of growth, is that we push each other's ideologies, our processes of how we're doing things, in order to try to get a more fruitful society. And for me, I go based off the Bible. For people outside of that, you go based off of what you feel is right and wrong. And I think we can come to some sort of agreement on how to be able to tolerate each other and possibly even love each other enough to want the best for our neighbors, our friends and family, and ourselves. And we help each other go about the business of helping each other do that, right? Especially, so if I have the numbers right, in the United States, to qualify for the top 1% is $600,000+. Okay, that means everybody who makes $650,000 or somewhere below that is part of the 99%. I don't know this to be true, but I do believe this, that most of us want the same things. Most of us are in the same category. We could try to utilize all these different labels and stuff, but we're all in the same category. We are out there looking for peace of mind, security, fresh water, good food, home, transportation, education, healthcare. Like, we're all pursuing the same things so we can maximize our happiness and the happiness of those we care about. So I'm just saying, like Rich would say, hey man, common sense ain't coming, but it is something that we can acquire if we want to and if we try. And part of that is believing that everybody's a little bit right, everybody's a little bit wrong. Each of us has something of value to share. And that's all I got. Until next week, peace and love and all that good things. See ya. For you.
David Ruffin limelight to stay in